they just tried to JFK Donald Trump. But before I go any further, let me start this video by saying this. If you have not already, this is important. Go follow me over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Go follow me over there, because there's a lot of things that I can't talk about here that I can talk about there. And this is a breaking news story. There's information coming in every second. I can't sit down and make a video about every single update. And to be clear, to be totally honest, when I sit down and make a video, I'm missing out on more breaking news because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a crazy situation and our country will not be the same moving forward. I'll go ahead and let you know that right now. But you need to follow me on X or Twitter because I can show you videos there that I can't show you here. I already posted a video of what appears to be the suspect, and let's just say he was no longer with us on top of a rooftop. I can't show that video here for obvious reasons, but I can show it on X, so go follow me over there. Also, I want you all to watch closely, pay attention to all of these interviews from people who were in that crowd. Over the next coming days, things are going to get confusing. There's going to be multiple narratives that are spun, and it's going to be hard to know what to believe. It's important that we literally, I don't care if you have to screen record it, download it, save these interviews, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a lot of stuff being said that will be scrubbed from the internet. In fact, I have an interview that I want to show you right now, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be allowed to. But let's just say there's some really suspect things going on here, and I'm sure most of you all probably already knew that. I mean, look at what actually happened today. But there's some really suspect details. There's some people who were there that saw some questionable things, to say the least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to show you this news clip. If YouTube does not allow it, it will be posted on X. But after this clip, I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Someone who was here, you weren't inside the event,
Nope.
but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw.
So we had a party here all day. And you can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party. And we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, you know. But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes?
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes?
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way that the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
That's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it,
No, sure. But
it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
Were you outside the security perimeter?
Yes, we're right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not at every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions, I think, that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Did you see
Yeah.
the woman at the Trump flag on the horse?
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about her.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of her?
No, he asked me if I saw a horse.
Okay. All right, well, listen, I'm sorry you had to witness that. It was a terrible thing. And you should stay safe with your family. And
You would think that there would be tighter security, especially on rooftops where people would have vantage points to do something like the suspect did today. And Donald Trump is extremely lucky to be alive. Grazed right past his ear. Could have hit him right in the face. Very close to hitting him right in the face. But even though Donald Trump is okay, there are people in the crowd who are not. I know for a fact one person didn't make it. Another is in critical condition. And if you listen to that interview, if YouTube allowed me to show it, then you heard what happened to the suspect. But where do we go from here, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question. They tried to throw Donald Trump in jail. Now they've tried to kill him. Do you think it stops here? Donald Trump isn't even president again yet, and look what they're already doing. Do you think Donald Trump will really be able to make it through 4 years in the White House without them trying to do something like this again? And we can no longer ignore that there's obviously a huge divide in this country. And that divide, after watching what took place today, it's hard to think, it's hard for me to believe that there can be anything that can happen that will bring this country back together. Like, I don't think this country is going to come back together like in the way we did like post 9/11 or in the way we were during World War II or anything like that. We're just too divided now. Especially when you get to the point where we have situations like what transpired today. But as I was saying earlier, it is very important that we document, we record, we keep all of these little interviews that are taking place. Because who knows, some of these people maybe weren't even there for real. People talk about crisis actors. Listen, when you have a situation like this, a lot of crazy stuff starts happening. And a lot of narratives are introduced and a lot of information gets swept under the rug. And you better believe that they're going to do whatever they can to cover up the truth about what transpired today. But listening to that gentleman in the interview, it makes you wonder, is this incompetence? Or did they try to let one slip through on purpose to get Donald Trump out of there? I have a lot of questions. And I'm scared for the future of this country. I really am. I really am. Now that we've gotten to this point, I honestly don't see how we come back from this as a country. But we'll see how things play out. A lot of more information is going to be coming out, and I'll be pumping out more information here and a lot more information over on X, so go follow me over there. But with all that being said, let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.